Welcome back to WeatherBug here on this Thursday. Meteorologist Todd Nelson with a look at your national coast-to-coast forecast. Winter continues here. Weather maps are looking very January-like, but even a little bit colder than that here. This is a video out of the Minneapolis, St. Paul area where we had about a half an inch of snow yesterday, even some freezing drizzle. And that left some of the roadways quite slippery, so a number of accidents being reported. And then some fine snowmobiling and skiing weather in the Mountain West locales. Yesterday, we topped out at 74 in Jacksonville, 81 in Miami. So other than the deep south, everybody is running temperatures here below average, at least by a few degrees or so. The more Arctic area you see is kind of bottled up out near the Hudson Bay. And Alaska is still fairly mild. And typically when Alaska is warm, we in the lower 48 are cold. And there you go, readings again below average by several degrees. Even today, running 5 to nearly 15 degrees cooler than average. This morning, not really seeing any sub-zero readings unless you're in these pink areas throughout the Intermountain West. And then through the Red River Valley, also into far northern portions of the New England states, looking at some very cold conditions. So this clipper rolling through the Great Lakes will spawn some more lake effect snow. Here's your half an inch in the Twin Cities. Seeing some winter weather advisories downwind of Lake Michigan today, and then some lake effect snow advisories downwind of Ontario. And the precipitation as we roll down to the south with this cold front which is stalled out has been anywhere from say 2 to nearly 4 inches from earlier this week, kind of tapering there from Jackson down to Houston. But look what's happening out in West Texas. This really is one of our biggest weather stories for the entire nation today. This is a developing winter storm. Winter storm warnings have been issued for all the counties in pink, including Alpine, El Paso, looking in the order of maybe 2 to 5 inches with isolated 8-inch amounts and the highest elevations out there. And there's your snowcast picking up quite a bit, with the futurecast then showing that storm still hanging on down there through at least early Friday morning, and some of that moisture will be sighting along the Gulf Coast with additional precipitation amounts. But other than that system, again, pretty quiet. There's your clipper, there's your moisture down through the Gulf, and then a little bit of light precipitation also in the west over the next 3 days. Let's take you through the next week or so. The ECMWF staying quiet up until about mid to late week. Both the European and the American model suggesting something developing out in the south and west. We'll have to keep you up to date. The end of next week could get a little bit more interesting. Of course, that forecast certainly could change once you get out past, to say, a few days. The weather forecasts really start to deteriorate, at least the accuracy of them. 14 in the Twin Cities today, 81 in Miami. Head down there if you want some mild air.